Hi guys, let us understand CSS with font, how we can control the fonts. In font we are having number of things like font size, font family, right? I mean font face, the font size, font color and all. So let us understand here. If we talk about the font, CSS font properties define the font family, boldness, size and the style of text, right? So difference between serif and sans serif fonts, you can see here sans serif, sans serifs. So serifs, red serif is here. So there's the two things we are having. One is the generic family and second is the font family. So if we talk about the group of font families with a similar look, that is the like serif or serif, sans serif, right? Monospace and Times New Roman, Arial. We talk about this too. So we can say it is a font family. Okay. I just give you one example here. You can see this somewhere you will find the font list, right? So font style and size, color and all, right? So if we talk about the Lucida Bright, Lucida Calligraphy, Lucida Console, and Lucida Fax, Handwriting, Sans. So if we talk about all these, we can say these are the generic font from the same family, right? But we talk about the Lucida Bright, Latha, some other Kokila, right? Kartika. So it is a kind of font family. I hope you understood here, right? Okay, so font family is specific font family like this. Okay, so let us understand here. The font family of text is set with the font family property. The font family property should hold several font names as a fallback system. If the browser does not support the first font, it try the next, it try the next. If next is also not available, then again next. So we can provide the list of the font and we can say these are the fonts can be used in this web page, right? Start with the font you want and end with the generic family to let the browser pick a similar font in the generic family if no other fonts are available, right? So we can use that and we can put number of fonts in the one list. So here we are using font family times Roman times serif. We can give more here, right? In double quotes and we can put comma here. So if you want to find some web safe font combination, you just go to the some of the Google websites, okay, Google pages, and just find what are the safe font we have. So you can just give a comma and you can provide more than one font together, okay. So look at here this example, what I've tried here. So CSS font family, this is Times Roman, this is a Arial, right? Now let us view this source. You can see this code here, that is style type text CSS p serif font family Times Roman times serif. Sans serif I'm using here. The class name Arial. First is Arial Helvetica. If Arial is not there, it will take this one. If it is not there, it will take this one, right? So I'm using class serif, sans serif the second one. So you find the difference here. First is the Times Roman, second is the Arial, right? Okay. Now another is the font style. We can take some kind of italic, oblique, little incline, and the normal is there, right? So some other like bold and all. So you can see here p dot normal. I just made one say paragraph normal class and say font style normal, font style italic. So we can use any of this, right? Let us see this example here. So you can see this is normal, this is italic, and this is oblique, right? Now you can see the code here, that what we are doing here. So here I have say font style normal, right? And font style italic oblique. So I'm using here class oblique, class italic, class normal. So we are getting the effect here, right? You just notice the effect here. So this is normal, italic and oblique. It's almost similar to italic only, right? Now font size. The font size property sets the size of the text. Being able to manage the text size is important in a web design. However, you should not use font size adjustment to make paragraph look like heading or headings look like paragraphs, right? You should not do that practice. Though the font size value can be an absolute or relative size. So you can just give some size, okay? Always use the proper HTML tags like H1, S6, paragraph tag, okay? So font size, absolute size. Set the text to a specified size, okay? Does not allow a user to change the text size in all browser. So bad for accessibility reason, right? Absolute size is useful when the physical size of the output is known. Relative size, set the size relative to surrounding elements. So according to the some other elements, what are the size they are having, it will take from that. Allow user to change the text size in browser. So if you do not specify font size, the default size for normal text like paragraph is 16 pixel, and 16 pixel as we know equal to 1 em. So this is the, there are some kind of measurement we are having for the font. So sometimes we can use pixel, sometimes we can use em, right? Sometimes percentage and all. Let us see this example here. So you can see the heading is bigger, bigger, and then like just keep decreasing the size here. Just view the source. Here I am saying 40 pixel, 30 pixel and 14 pixels. So according to this font size, I am getting the bigger size here in the output screen, right? So there are different concepts, there are different kind of measurement we are having. To avoid the resizing problem with Internet Explorer, many developers use EM. So if you're having size, font size equal to 1 EM and 2 EM, so it will not have a resizing. So resizing problem is gone. The EM size unit is recommended by the W3C. So this is a recommended unit for size. So it is equal to 16 pixel, okay? The size can be calculated from pixel to em using this formula. So pixel by 16 you can get that much em, right? So it is not a problem that how we can. If you're saying 32 pixel, okay, just have a 2 em, right? So 2.5 em, 1.8 em, something like that you can give. So once you can notice that earlier I have used some pixel, 40 pixel, right? And 30 pixel and 14 pixel. So I'm just dividing by 60 and getting some in the format of em. So I'm using here 2.5 em like that, right? So the solution that works in all browser is to set a default font size is a percent for the body element. So you can say body font size 100% and h1, h2 and p. So 2.5 em and we can pass it here, right? So once we go to body and say font size 100%, the problem will go resizing problem, right? So let me just check this example here. You can notice here we are using some EM kind of things, right? Isn't it? So just right click and view source. So I'm using this. Okay, so next we have to understand the CSS font, how to set the boldness, how to set the variant of the font, all the font properties in one declaration. Look at here, the example. So we'll see this example here, view source. Now you can notice here we are having normal text, right? It is little lighter than the previous one, and this is the bold, right? If you want more boldness, we can pass the font weight 900 some numbers we can pass and we can get more bold here, right? Okay. The second one, the variant. You just look at here. It's a very good example. What we're doing a normal font variant normal. Here we're saying font variant a small caps means mix. So you can see small caps, it is just mixed set of characters, right? So first is the capital and rest is the small, right? Here it is normal and you just have effect here, right? That is what font variant. So we can write font in one declaration, that is the shorthand. How we can declare? Look at here. So we can say font. So we need not to say font size or and all. Just say font. This is the size. This is the font family, right? Similarly, more. We have italic, bold. 12 pixel is the size. 30 pixel is the height. Okay, and this is a font. So all we are specifying in once, right? This is the font shorthand. Okay, and you find the effect here. Arial times Roman we are getting now, right? Good. So you see font, we can have a dismiss properties for the font, right? So we can say font style, font variant and weight, font size and line height. We can specify here what is the line gap here, right? Okay. So font family, we can give font family name or generic family. Font size, we can use the font size like this: small, medium, large, extra large, and even X large is there, smaller, larger. We can give percentage here, right? And font style, we can use italic, oblique, and all. Font variant, we have seen the example. And font weight, 900 is the maximum. So you can keep giving these numbers and the boldness will be more, right? See one more example with the CSS font property here. We'll see from here now. So look at this example, same thing as I discussed here. We are writing all together. That is a shorthand of the font, CSS font, right? Okay. So we understood the font family, font generic family and all that it is. So it helps us to how to apply the font details, font size, font family and all. Okay. So that's all about understanding the font with CSS. And next we have to understand CSS link, how we can give effect to the link anchor tag. Okay,